Welcome, Aquarius, to your July 2022 reading. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel. Now, Aquarius, if you are new to my channel, I offer free mini readings for new subscribers. So all you've got to do is just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comments section below. But this month, I'm offering not only new subscribers, but anyone who watches my channel the opportunity to ask a question. Now, if you are a new subscriber, you will get a more in-depth mini reading. So make sure you put new subscriber before your question. So once you've clicked that subscribe button and my subscribership clicks over with your subscription, I will give you that more in-depth reading. But if you're not interested in becoming a subscriber to my channel, or you're already a subscriber, just ask your question below and I will do my best to give you an answer to that question. So it can be a yes or no answer, it can just be any question, and I will get back to you with a short answer to your question. But let's get into your reading. Now, you've got a lot of Wands and Pentacles here in your reading this month, Aquarius. So I feel like for a lot of you, this month could revolve around your career, your passions, your way of making a living in life, your finances. These could be coming to the forefront. Now, you start out with the Five of Wands. Now, often a lot of people find this a card of conflict. And, you know, it's interesting, it's surrounded by people. So there's a Leo here, there's a Capricorn, there's an Aries, but this is a general reading, so it could be any fire sign. So that is an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, or it can be any earth sign. So a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo here. But I feel like for a lot of people, this could also mean that you are involved in a competition. Could be related to your work. You might be going for a new role. You might be just involved in a competition, something you are creatively passionate about, a sporting competition, and you are learning and training and getting better to try and be successful for this so-called battle, you know. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a negative kind of situation. As I said, some people do see it as negative, but if you look at the particular imagery on this card, you'll see them all dressed up in the same clothes. It looks like they're a part of a team there, and they are training. But, you know, I like to give as many, because this is a general reading, I like to give as many sort of variations to what this can mean, and you can take what resonates for you. But it could be also it could be like you are in a position here where you are internally conflicted as well, and you may be trying to choose which issue requires your attention first. And each one of these people that are surrounding you in July may be coming to you for something, and you are kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm so busy, which one am I going to have to deal with first? But often, you know, this kind of conflict that you see in your life, you might be thinking, why me? Why does this always happen to be me? And you might feel like these are coming from outside of yourself. But the law of attraction can sometimes bring people into your life who can mirror unresolved issues that you've actually internalized. And when the Five of Wands actually comes up, it could be that this is something that you need to look within to help you resolve some sort of conflict that you are feeling. But as I said, this can just be a benign challenge. It might not be as intense or as stressful as that is kind of referring to here. You know, as I said, this could be athletic competitions, it could be contests at work, or other chances to prove yourself to your peers. You know, you could be working towards that as well in July. But as I said, you've got the Queen of Wands, and interesting, the Queen and King of Wands, divine counterparts here. So your passion, your career is very important in July. But the Queen of Wands is quite nice energy as well. Now, this is that energy that says, what are you waiting for, Aquarius? There is nothing that you can not accomplish. And this is a really creative card. It's a card of passion as well, and it's a passion inside you that's just waiting to be ignited. So some of you may be wanting to learn something new in July. You might have some new spark of creativity within you. Now, also for some of you, Wands can talk about your spirituality as well, and how you connect with your higher God, whatever God that is for you, whatever source this is for you. And you can be wanting to learn more about the spiritual side of yourselves. But this is just you having a new passion for something, and you may really decide, hey, I want to learn more about this. I want to join a course or a club, or get some more information and get better at this. But when that Queen of Wands shows up, it is really saying that you have unlimited inner strength here. This is the card I would normally read for Leo, and the Leo card actually is the strength card represents Leo. So really, this is that inner strength, that inexhaustible power that we all have inside of us. And you mustn't be afraid to present yourself to the world. Go out. What are you waiting for is the main message of this card. And it also really talks about you being able to balance many aspects of your life, especially your career, your family issues, your personal issues as well. You've got a lot on your plate in July, I feel, particularly with that energy of that Five of Wands. A lot is going on, a lot of toing and froing here, but you've got what it takes, and you're able to balance things and get things done. Now, you've got the Ten of Swords, Aquarius. What is going on here? I feel like the Ten of Swords is a card where it feels like you've had a lot of mental stresses, strains, worries, a lot of situations where it's almost come to the point where it has broken you. I mean, if you look at the imagery on this card, it's really unpleasant. There's a person that's laying dead on the ground with 10 swords in their back. But I feel like all 10s are endings. And if you have had any worries, stresses, strains, particularly if it has something to do with your finances, your career, this is the end. It's gotten as bad as it is going to get here, Aquarius. And I feel like this is quite welcomed for you. It's almost like there's a weight off your shoulders, and you might be sad about this particular ending, but at least it's finally over and you can move on here. And it's also, I feel like for a lot of you might have been hanging on to what has been, what's happened in the past, but I feel like you can begin to really create a beautiful new life when that Ten of Swords shows up. And what more wonderful card to follow the Ten of Swords but that Star card. This is the card of faith, of hope. This is such beautiful, wonderful energy. This is a wish come true card as well. There's a few of them in the deck, but if you've been wishing or hoping for something, or perhaps you want to wish or hope for something, this is a great time to do it when you see that Star card showing up in your reading. It's absolutely beautiful energy. And you know, the Star card, if you want to sort of sum it up in one word, it is absolutely faith. Faith is the word that really is linked with this card. So have faith that you're going to succeed. Have faith that your things are going to work out for you. It's just, like I said, unending hope, pure faith, and true understanding as well. And you know what? The Star card represents the sign of Aquarius. You are showing up in your own reading here. So this is a very powerful reading. Not only do you have the divine counterparts of the King and Queen of Wands, but you've got the Aquarius card here for you as well. You know, this just really says that your choices have been good, and you can now begin to make long-term plans. I feel, you know, it's the Star card's right above that Three of Cups. That's a card of celebration, joy, happiness. But as I said, this is that Make-A-Wish card. And, you know, when that Star card shows up, it's really saying you're on the right path here. You're on the right track. And yeah, you can dream big, wish big, because things are going to work out so well for you here in July. Now that King of Wands, very powerful energy. Now this normally I would read as an Aries, but again, as I said, this is a general reading, but this is the card of saying it's time to take charge. And you've got such incredible leadership skills here, and there are so many people that are going to be able to benefit from your vision and your ability to focus and get the job done effectively and efficiently. And it's time to really focus on issues that matter and dismiss everything else that just is coming up to distract you in July. You know, little worries, little troublesome things, forget about them, put them to the back of your mind. Now also, this is a great message here that when this card shows up in a reading, it just talks about friendly people can also show up to help you, and if they do, graciously accept their assistance. You know, don't be too proud to say, yep, I need some help, help me out here, because you know, all of that sort of stuff are gifts from the angels as well. So accept that in your life, but really taking control, also putting a little bit of structure and plan. If you are in a competition, if you are going for a job, if you are, you know, just that energy of the Five of Wands, if there is some sort of competitive thing happening in your life in July, putting a bit of structure and planning into a situation is going to help you succeed. So think about that as well. Now that Page of Pentacles. Pages are all about messages or messengers, as I always say, and if you're looking for some good news, you have come to the right card here. This brings very positive information about your finances and about your career. So if you are in a position and you are going for a promotion or something like that, I'm feeling like there's going to be some good news on the horizon here for you. And you know, again, this card talks about if you are being fascinated by some new project, some new passion, you might be learning more about this topic and going into more length. You might be joining a class or studying or something like that, which I did mention with that Queen of Wands. There is some sort of new passionate spark happening for you in July. Now, also I feel like for some of you, the Page of Pentacles can talk about a bit of restlessness stirring within you, and you might be feeling like you need a change, you need a challenge, you want to do something more meaningful in your life. So this can also be that stirring within you that is wanting you to go out and either learn some more, study some more, go in a different direction here. It's quite nice, but very positive card in that Page of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles, this talks about the energy of hanging onto things too tightly. Now, it's interesting that is right beneath the Ten of Swords. You may be hanging on to some worries, some stresses, some strains that have been troubling you for a while. And this is really saying you can let go of that. That is over with. You can move forward here. Now, this is a general reading, Aquarius, so this can also mean that for some of you, you might be in a situation where money has been a little bit tight and you have been hanging on to your pennies. This can also mean for some of you, money is flying out the door and you are spending here, there, and everywhere. But it can also mean, this often is called the Miser card, and you are hanging on to something that where you don't have to. You're not poor. You don't have to cling to this. And this can be sort of insecurities within you that cause people to be to have that miser energy. You don't have to hang on to things. Release them. Let them go. Be free, let movement and energy come into your world. And I feel for a lot of you, if that has been you, it's the ending. You don't have to worry anymore. You don't have to hang on to your pennies tightly anymore. Things are changing and you don't have to be worried. It's irrational fears there in that Four of Pentacles. Now, as I said, that Three of Cups, what a lovely card. This is the card of celebration, of getting together with loved ones and really enjoying beautiful times. Now, this can just talk about a wonderful, happy, joyous event. So you could be attending an engagement, a wedding, there could be a birth of a child here, a graduation, you could be getting promoted, new jobs coming in for you here. There's just some sort of beautiful, happy celebration. And if you don't by any chance have anything like that coming up in July, this really says you need to have some fun in your life. You need to go out and enjoy yourself. Go to a theme park. Go and sing. Go and dance. Go and have fun. Do something that brings that joyful, fun enchantment back into your life. If you've been working really hard and stressing about your finances, you don't have to do that anymore. Things are changing and you can go out and enjoy yourself. Now, your final card here from the Gateway Oracle deck is communicating freely. Now, each one of these cards has an affirmation, and the affirmation for this card is, I communicate from the depths of my being. And the meaning of this card is, allow the truth of your soul to be felt and heard. It is an act of power to speak freely and easily. Be willing to stand tall and address people from the center of your being. Know that you can heal yourself and others through communication. This isn't the time to step back. Rather, it is time to step forward and share your heart. The universe wants you to know you are a natural teacher and you have the ability to empower and enrich the lives of others through your words. Step into your role as a teacher and leader. Additionally, if there is something that you have held back, now is your opportunity to bring this truth to the daylight. Communication can restore trust and can mend lifelong wounds. Take a risk. Speak from your soul with clarity and authenticity, even if it's not easy to do so. If there is any unspoken darkness that lies heavily upon you, now is the time to unburden yourself. If there's someone you love whom you haven't told, share your feelings. Communication can heal, free, and transform your life. I really like that, Aquarius, for you. And I do feel, in a way, this is kind of linked to that Four of Pentacles. I feel like you've been hanging on to something and it's been holding you back. And now you can really communicate, let it go, and restore any wounds that you are carrying here from. And this could be from the past. It could be something to do with someone from your workplace. But also, it can be anyone. It is a general reading here. But I really feel like there is this releasing that can happen for you here in July. There is an ending to a difficult situation and you can be free. So I hope that resonated, Aquarius. Please take me up on my offer of that either that free mini reading or just to ask the question. Don't forget, if you are a new subby, make sure you put new subscriber before your question and I will go into a little bit more depth there for you. So have a wonderful month and I hope to see you next month. Bye.